Why do some cars feel like they pull themselves from the front, while others feel like they are being pushed from the back? It sounds like a small engineering choice, but FWD and RWD can change space, cost, grip, balance, acceleration feel, and even why one car feels practical while another feels playful. How does this connect to the drivetrain videos we have already done? We have looked at AWD, four-wheel drive and four-wheel drive modes. But before we zoom out to every drivetrain type, there is a simpler question hiding underneath. Does the car mainly drive the front axle or the rear axle? That is where FWD versus RWD starts. So what do FWD and RWD actually mean? In front-wheel drive, the front wheels steer the car and also receive the engine power. In rear-wheel drive, the front wheels still steer, but the rear wheels receive the engine power and push the car forward. Simple definition, big consequences. Why do so many everyday cars use FWD? Because it is packaging genius. The engine, gearbox, and driven wheels can all sit together at the front. That can save space, reduce complexity, lower cost, improve cabin room, and make sense for hatchbacks, sedans, and crossovers built for normal daily life. Why can FWD feel secure but less sporty when pushed hard? Because the front tires are doing two major jobs, steering the car and pulling it forward. In normal driving, that can feel stable and easy. But when you accelerate hard or corner aggressively, the front tires can become overloaded. That is why some FWD cars can push wide instead of turning sharply. Why do performance cars and many traditional buck keys use RWD? Because rear-wheel drive separates the jobs. The front wheels focus more on steering, while the rear wheels push the car. That can give a more balanced driving feel, especially when power, load, or performance matters. Why can RWD feel more balanced or playful? When a car accelerates, weight naturally shifts toward the rear. With RWD, that can help the driven wheels grip, while the front wheels stay more focused on steering. That is one reason many drivers describe good RWD cars as more natural, balanced, or playful. But playful also means you need respect in low grip. Where does FWD make the most sense? For most everyday drivers, FWD is often the sensible answer. It can be cheaper to build, lighter, efficient, spacious, and easy to live with. It is one reason so many normal hatchbacks, sedans, and compact SUVs use it. FWD is not automatically boring. It is often just very logical. Where does RWD make the most sense? RWD often makes sense when driving feel, power delivery, towing, load handling, or performance character matters more. That is why you see it in many sports cars, premium sedans, larger vehicles, and butt keys. It is not magic. It just gives engineers a different balance to work with. What are the trade-offs people forget? FWD can ask a lot from the front tires, and powerful FWD cars may fight the steering under hard acceleration. RWD can cost more, take more space, add weight, and need more care on slippery surfaces. So the question is not which layout is perfect. The question is which compromise fits your life. When should you choose FWD? Choose it if you mainly want a practical daily car, easy ownership, good fuel economy, useful interior space, predictable road manners, and better value for money. If your car spends most of its life in traffic, suburbs, school runs, work commutes, and weekend errands, FWD probably makes a lot of sense. When should you choose RWD? Choose it if driving feel matters to you, if the vehicle carries or tows heavier loads, if you want a more traditional performance layout, or if you simply enjoy the feeling of the rear wheels pushing the car. RWD can be brilliant when it matches the car and the driver. Does drivetrain alone decide whether a car is good? No. A well-tuned FWD car can feel sharp and fun. A badly tuned RWD car can feel ordinary. Tires, suspension, weight, steering, engine placement, and software all matter. The drivetrain gives the car its foundation, but the whole car decides the final feel. Which one have you driven, and did you feel the difference? Drop your real-life experience in the comments. Maybe your FWD car felt light and easy, or your RWD car felt stronger and more balanced. Your comment might help someone else understand the difference before they buy the wrong kind of car for their life. So what is the real car what lesson? FWD pulls, RWD pushes. But the deeper lesson is this. FWD is usually the practical, space-smart daily layout. RWD is often the balanced, feel-focused, or load-friendly layout. Neither one wins every time. The right choice depends on what you need the car to do. And if this helped you understand why cars feel different, like the video and subscribe to Car What for more simple answers to car questions people actually ask.